Hi. After my last video on how to analyze an arrival price in IB, or the arrival price algorithm, a lot of people asked me, "Oh Tom, can you actually show us how to submit an order to IB, because we don't really know how to do that." And so today I give you a little tutorial on how to do it. It's actually quite easy to do this algorithmically, and I can show you this really within a few minutes. Now for this I use a Jupyter notebook. Generally, it is actually much better to do it from the command or from a normal editor, but Jupyter Notebook is easy for a lot of people, so I use that. Now the other thing is, in order to do this, you need to have IB open. So here I've got the Trader Workstation simulated account open, and you need that in order to run your automated trading system. So we have to do a few imports. So we import a package called IB in sync. This is a package that really deals with a lot of the IB API and simplifies it a little bit. So it makes it a lot easier for us to write good code. And I like this IB in sync package a lot. And then we actually, because we're dealing with a Jupyter notebook which is already running an event loop in the background, we need to import something called nest async IO, and we actually need to run this. So this is .apply. So this is really just for IB in sync to run in a Jupyter notebook. If we don't do this, it won't actually run properly. So let's do this. We've got nest async IO. So the first thing we want to do is, you can see here, we imported a lot of stuff from IB in sync, and the first thing we want to do is instantiate the IB class. So there is a class called IB which has got a lot of the IB functionality in it. That's not all there is, which you will see in a minute, but it's quite a lot. So we run this, we instantiate this, and now we need to first of all connect to IB. So I do this with ib.connect. So connect is a function within this class here, and because my TWS is on my local host, I do 127.0.0.1. And then what I also need is a port number. And if you're not sure, in IB, if you go to the configuration and you go here to API settings, you can see that there is a socket port here for this. And this is for the API. In this case, it's 7497. Okay, so I use that one and go back. So I go 7497, and finally I also need a client ID. So you can connect to TWS various different algorithms or clients, and so you need to give each one of them an ID so that a TWS recognizes who it is talking to. And in this case I just arbitrarily choose 58. And I go IB connect, and it's connected. Okay, so now we're actually connected to TWS. The next thing we want to do is, in order to submit an order, we need to build an order and a contract. Okay, so the first thing we do is build a contract. So we say contract equals, and that's fairly easy. So what we want, I show you a really simple one. So we want a stock contract. There's also, you can have CFDs, you can have options, Forex, and so on. In this case, we just use stocks. So we just use IBM, a straightforward US stock. And we have to then specify the exchange we want to trade at. In this case, we choose smart. So IB does smart order routing rather than specifying a specific exchange. We send it to the IB smart order router, which is generally a smart idea. And finally, we have to specify the currency in which we want to do this. Okay, so as you can see here, stock is actually also part of the IB in Sync package. So that's already simplifying some things for us with respect to the IB API, which is actually a bit more complicated. Okay, so then next thing we have to submit is an order. So again, order is part of the IB in Sync package. And so we have to put in a quantity. Let's just put in 1. We can also specify this with the keyword total quantity equals 1. And then we have to specify an action. So in this case, we want buy. And we have to also specify the order type. So order type, they're all keywords. And that order type, we just submit a market order in this case. So you can see here, we've got these keywords. Now, if we're not sure what this all, what's in there, we could just query that. And so we do question mark order, and then you can see here order ID. All this stuff is in there, but we don't need it all. It's not all used. As a matter of fact, when you start with this and you're not sure, it gets quite confusing. But actually, all you need really is the order quantity, the action, and the order type. At least for this simple type of order. And then we're already ready to place our order. So what we can do is ib.place order. And we can then submit our contract and our order. And so if we run this, we can see an output here. So it actually submitted an order. Now you can see the order here submitted. So it's a day order, a market order quantity of 1. So that's our order, and it's in the market. So it's actually that simple. Now, the thing is, the market is not currently open while I'm recording this video, so it can't actually be filled. So I cancel that order, and I show you another thing. So I could do something like this. I can specify the output here, and I call that trade, because that you can see here, this is actually another part of the IB package. Is called trade. And so what we can do is we can specify the trade. So we've got a duplicate order ID, so we need to rerun this again. And so if we go trade, we can see this is our order. And you can also see we have this order in the market here. Okay. Now, if we don't want it in the market anymore, we can obviously go to TWS and cancel it. But we can also do something else. We can do this ib.cancel order. And then here we have trade dot order. And so what this does is it actually cancels our order. So now if we canceled our order, you can see here it's actually not there anymore. So it's been here, and you remember there was a cancel button, and now it's actually disappeared. So we canceled our order. Now this is really the most basic way of submit orders. There's a lot more to it. There is log messages coming in and out that we can deal with if you actually really want to build algos. And I'm gonna show you this in some future videos, how to deal with all this. The next video will probably on getting data out of IB and dealing with them. And then as we do some more videos, we can build this up more and more, and step by step really understand how to deal with trading algorithms through IB TWS. Thanks for watching.